Donald Trump is finna win the election again. I told people this 6-7 months ago. Matter of fact, a year ago, I just had that instinct. Donald Trump finna win this shit. And you know why? Because he says what a lot of what people really want to say on the other side. He is their spokesman. Now, before I get into Trump, that's about to take over this election and bring it all the way home, we're going to talk about the situation with Elvis Presley's daughter, Lisa Marie, when she died. Do you know that when Lisa Marie died, Priscilla Presley was into it with Lisa Marie's daughter over the money and what she was gonna get and everything that Lisa ever owned? Ain't that a bitch? You think only in a black, poor community people will be arguing and fighting over money when somebody's dead? But this is a Caucasian, rich family that has a rich tradition that has been going on decades after decade, being passed down. And you would think that they would have more sense than that. How you as a grandmother wants to strip your grandchild what's being left to her by her mother? You got to be a motherfucker with yourself to do your grandchild like that. An innocent child ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Whenever I get the granddaddy status and have grandkids, I just couldn't have the heart to take away what they deserve. First of all, when somebody leave their kids something, that's who it's meant to go to. You always got some motherfucker trying to jump and intercept like an NFL football player and just take away what's not left to them. Riley Keough reflected on the current state of her relationship with her grandmother Priscilla Presley just days after the pair settled their legal dispute over Lisa Marie Presley estate. This was a jealousy thing. A lot of times, mamas like to compete with their daughters, but they realize they can't. Priscilla is really mad and salty that when Elvis died, he left the property to his daughter. He didn't leave it to her. He left it to his daughter. So when the daughter passed, she thought that she would be able to just slide in, and just take the shit. But they came to a settlement and looked like everything all good. And mainly because, grandkids, they love their grandparents. So it's easy for a grandparent to talk to their kids and get them to understand where they coming from. And then the kids, when kids are little, family and love is more important to them than money. They not like a lot of people when they get grown, just think about nothing but the money. So really got to give the flowers to the responsible grandkids, to settle this shit and get a grandma a little piece of the pie so she can be alright. Now, no one stands alone in the Presley family, they say. Days after Riley was formally appointed as the sole heir to her mom's Lisa Marie estate, according to multiple reports, she gave insight into what life has been like in the months since the singer's January death. And this includes sharing the current state of her relationship with her grandmother. She said, when my mom passed, there was a lot of chaos in every aspect of our lives. In an interview she told, everything felt like the carpet had been ripped out and the floor had melted from under us. Everyone was in a bit of a panic and to understand how we would move forward. And it just took a minute to understand the details of the situation because it's complicated. Now, as the Daisy Jones and the Six Star noted, we are a family, but there are also a huge business side of our family. So I think that there was clarity that need to be had. Yeah, what the clarity was, your grandmother wanted what your mama left you. She felt like anything Elvis should have left should have went to her because she was his girlfriend and his wife when Elvis died. That's not always the case. I mean, I'm pretty sure Elvis left her something, but goddamn, he spread the shit out to everybody. You can't have everything. But a lot of times when people get old, they don't have, nothing else besides, that going on, and they get to panicking. Because without Graceland, Priscilla is nothing, being a woman and a wife and a mother and being around Elvis for all those years and building the fan base that they built, that was her everything. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I'm just glad they got this shit over with. Now we gonna get to motherfucking Trump. And why Trump is finna win this motherfucking election. Guess what Trump had the nerve to tell the motherfuckers? Trump dropped his balls. And this what he had to say. Trump said, one more indictment and I'm winning this election. Y'all taking me home. Do y'all know Donald Trump is leading in the polls? With all this shit going on against Donald Trump, he's leading in the motherfucking polls. That's right. So there's proof in America that when people try to count you out, you still can win. And then, you know what he said? Donald Trump went to a press conference and made an announcement, and he told the world he dropped his balls like niggas in the neighborhood drop their balls when they think they untouchable. But Donald Trump is untouchable. Donald Trump is the new John Gotti. We're going to call Donald Trump the Teflon Don, because there ain't nothing that they sticking on him fucking with him. Everything they trying to put on Trump is rolling off Trump like rain rolling off a windowsill. You understand? Trump told him, one more indictment, come on with it, give me another one. This gonna put me over the top and make sure that I'm officially gonna be the president of the United States again. And if you're listening to this show and you're a Trump supporter, then I know you're clapping right now, because you know I'm telling the truth. I have nothing against Donald Trump. You know why? Donald Trump, when he was in the White House, Donald Trump let the stimulus flow. Donald Trump, the economy was in good hands. Even though COVID and all that shit was going on, Donald Trump didn't give a fuck about passing that money out to the people. And people would never, ever forget that. So they're going to fight tooth and nails to make sure that Donald Trump is elected again. So don't knock it. Did you know that Donald Trump is worth $2.5 billion? That's right. Big money. Donald Trump ain't playing no motherfucking game. Donald Trump has always been about progress and doing big things his whole life. I'm going to give you a list of the 20 richest people in the world. Elon Musk, $180 billion. Jeff Bezos out of Amazon, the owner of Amazon, $114 billion. Larry Ellison, the owner of Oracle, $107 billion. Warren Buffett, $106 billion. Bill Gates, the one who owned Microsoft, $104 billion. Michael Bloomberg, $94 billion. Steve Ballmer, $80 billion. That's the other owner of Microsoft. The owner of Google, Larry Page, $79 billion. Another owner of Google, Sergey Brin, $76 billion. Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, $64 billion in his bank account. That's what he's worth. Julia Koch and the family, $59 billion is what they worth. Now, the owner of Koch Industries, Julia and the family, $59 billion. Another owner, Charles Koch of the Koch Industries, $59 billion. How about one of the owners of Walmart, Jim Walton, $58 billion. Rob Walton, another owner of Walmart, $57 billion. Another owner of Walmart, Alice Walton, $56 billion. If you wonder why you're hearing all these Waltons, the Walton families own Walmart. So everybody in the family got a piece of the pie. It's called a family ownership. It's called passing this shit down for centuries and centuries and centuries where you'll never be broke. See, that's what people got to do. You got to come together and make a machine where money is flowing, where everybody can get a whole lot of it and everybody getting rich. So nobody can ever fall. If one person look like they falling, then the other person can pull them right back up. But niggas ain't gonna do that to get to this type of status of these people that I'm naming. But I'm just educating you, just showing you all the billionaires in this country. Michael Dell Computers, $50 billion. Phil Knight, owner of Nike, $45 billion. You understand? These are people that are breaking the bank. So this is one of the reasons why Donald Trump is going to win this motherfucking election. Donald Trump is loved. He says what he wants to say. Donald Trump is the new American gangster. Yeah, Donald Trump is a tough American with a whole lot of German in him. Because Donald Trump's background comes from Germany. His grandfather was from Germany. His mother was from Germany. And they came to America, the land of the free, where you could be all you can be. It took over this country. And now they made a mark where they are one of the most powerful last names in the game. So don't be surprised. Don't be mad. Don't be upset. You can look at this TV screen and see all this shit about what they talking about with Trump and get fooled if you want to. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion to throw you off. Y'all about to witness the first president that you see getting indicted win the motherfucking election and make motherfucking history. He been making history. Donald Trump was one of the first presidents that they tried to impeach twice. No other president in the United States history has been tried to be impeached twice. They tried to do this to Trump. Trump made somebody mad, but it ain't gonna stop him from winning the White House. Whoever it is, I don't know, but he pissed him off. But they ain't got nothing on Trump. That's why Trump ain't worried about this shit. They ain't got nothing on Trump. And white collar crimes, if Trump did do something, don't carry the same as the shit you niggas do in the neighborhood. That's the shit that throw y'all ass away. For white collar crime, smack on the wrist. It's like a baby getting a little bit of spanking. A couple of taps. That's all they give you for that shit. This episode today has been talking about how Donald Trump is going to win his motherfucking election. I'm willing to bet. Anybody want to make a bet that think I'm just talking this shit and I don't know what I'm talking about, then email me. Email me at FLA, V as in Victor, AFOL 31@gmail.com. I bet you $500 to anybody in the world, and I bet you several people that Donald Trump is going to win this motherfucking election. I'm not cheerleading for him or none of that. I just know vision. And I know what I see shit. I know what I see. You understand what I'm saying? And also, how when you die, again, how the money make people go crazy. Elvis Presley's daughter, Lisa Marie, died. And Priscilla went to war with the grandkids about the money and the real estate. But now it has been settled. They getting along. The family gonna be all good again. Life goes on. To the next episode. To the next time I'm in your ear. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. It just might be somebody one day. Nickel.